So now I'm doing laundry. I might as well get it done tonight since they close at 10, and I've got 4 washers going. And there's an app you can use called something. I'll put it on the screen. And yeah, you just select your washer. It's kind of like those parking apps where you select your zone that you're parking in, and you just pay through Apple Pay, and it connects remotely to the washing machine, and it washes the clothes for me, which is fantastic. I was like, okay, minimal effort. Because I don't have any coins or anything. I use all my coins to do all the tolls across the country. So I could probably have just used 3, but I prefer my clothes to get very, very washed. So my shoes are being washed as well. I'm not going to wash the hiking boots because I'm actually going to hike in the morning now that I'm done with this. So that's great. I always worry if I've forgotten something. I'm like, I think I forgot some of my laundry. Good morning. I am tired. I am showered and I am going to the airport. And it's lady time, so I tell you, having lady time in your 40s, I just want to like literally just eat naughty food and just lay on the couch right now. But I will be home at 4 a.m. tomorrow because I leave at 4 p.m. today, and then I have a 7-hour layover in Las Vegas, which I've done a million times. Luckily there's good Wi-Fi at Las Vegas Airport and Albuquerque, so I can upload one video at the airport right now, work on the next video. They're short videos. My big ones with the GoPro and all that, like the bridge walk, and which was phenomenal. I can't wait to edit that video. It's gonna be so fun. And then my mountain biking videos, I'm gonna have to do those when I'm in like my mindset. But in the meantime, the weather is very beautiful, and I'm just driving. So I stayed at Cracker Barrel last night, which was great. I just camped out, watched Netflix. I had the dinner at the Cracker Barrel, then just went to like crawled into bed at 7 p.m. and just slept until about 8 o'clock this morning. It is now 11:30. I'm showered. I've got the car packed up, my bag packed up, the Spirit way, where you shove everything everywhere to try and like shove everything in a plastic bag. Sorry, I'm drinking a Frappuccino as well, and they made it 3 times too long. So they made it wrong 3 times. Sorry, I can't speak. They put coffee and espresso in the first one. They're like, oh, this girl's new. I'm like, chai is tea. Chai is not coffee. So I've got the coffee taste in my mouth now, which is like messing with me. Can't stand coffee. I do not like coffee at all. I don't even drink any caffeine. I'm like a ping pong ball. So I have natural, energy going. But right now it just, it's going to be a long day. So when I get to Vegas, it's the airport's freezing. So I have to remember to bring like the correct hoodie and wear my long sleeve shirt. And then, so now I'm just going to, there's Cracker Barrel where I stayed. This is so good. Albuquerque is a really easy city. I know Albuquerque very well. I do love Santa Fe better. I would like to live in Santa Fe eventually, when, in my retirement years. But Albuquerque is a really easy city. It's very similar to Houston. Just everything is right here. It's very easy to get around. The weather is fantastic right now. The Starbucks I was at the other day too. So everything I have is right on this, like on the 25. So luckily I didn't have to stay at the gravel lot last night, which would have been fine. But now that I know that Cracker Barrel is just as good, I'll just stay there next time. So when I come in on Monday at like 7 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., I'm just going to drive, I think I'm going to drive straight to Santa Fe, because maybe I'll rollerblade, because they've got the balloon festival this weekend, so I'm going to miss it, which is fine. It's going to be a madhouse up here. So, when I come back Monday, I think I'm just going to stay in Albuquerque on Tuesday, and then rollerblade on the Bosque Trail, and then head up to Santa Fe, grab my bikes. Although I'm going home again, I may just leave the bikes at the bike shop and pick them up when I come back the following Monday, because I've got to then fly home. Hopefully I can volunteer at Harriet's school party. Right now they're being a little, kind of difficult about it, like for any volunteers, and even though I have a right at all times to volunteer. So what I might do is just leave the bikes. I have to drive my car back then next Sunday, and then I'll have a car and a bike up here. So the car will be parked at the airport for $3 a day, and I'm only going to be doing that for about a month, so it's not going to be too bad. But then that way, if I have to go home for any reason, so I've got a bunch of meetings coming up, I've got a bunch of housekeeping stuff, and I'm just basically just chilling up here in New Mexico until I do. I have to do a filming for a YouTube channel. So I think that's in October 23rd, or 24th. So I'm trying to coordinate everything, but I just want to stay up here. I don't want to be back in Houston and then have to drive, because it's about $400 in gas to get up here and go back. So it is quite a trek, and I don't really want, sorry, the traffic's terrible here right now. I don't really want to have the van in Houston for any reason. I don't need to. I'm not ready to go back yet. I would like to explore southern Utah, and I'm trying to figure that out. I think it's doable. And I think what I can do is fly. The problem is when I fly home, I need to have my car at home because I have Harriet. So I'm going to have to drive back and forth about 4 times. And the last time I drive home, I have a flight. I have all my flights scheduled through November, but then I drive home, then I fly back. And then in November, I've got 2 flights already booked for that every other weekend. So somewhere in between, I'm going to explore southern Utah. But it's about a 900-mile drive, which is fine, but I don't think it's going to be, if I do one park a day, that like Goblin Valley, Belly of the Dragon, like do all that stuff one a day, I should be fine. So I'm just thinking out loud, sorry. Trying to think what I'm supposed to do. And am I going to get gas today? No, I'm not going to get gas. I'll get gas when I come back. I just want to go to the airport and chill. My belly is just, lady belly right now. It's not very happy. I just want to chill and be still, and then get on the plane at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I haven't flown in 3 weeks. It's been a really long 3 weeks. I haven't seen Harry in 3 weeks. We do Zoom like every other day. It's fine. But I haven't been home. I've got a bunch of Amazon packages. I've got a bunch of stuff, bunch of projects. Got some things for her that I bought, some art supplies, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a good weekend. It's gonna be very short, but then I'll be back home the following weekend. Flying home next Friday, same flight, getting in at 4 a.m. Saturday, and then hopefully do the volunteering at the party. They have like a glow party. It's like glow in the dark party. A glow party on Saturday night, and then drive back to Albuquerque Sunday. And then I'm here then for 2 weeks. So yeah, we'll figure it out. If I can find somewhere else to park my car for free, that'd be great. Just park it on the street somewhere. But the airport's fine, and I'm just going to be switching the van and the car. So when I fly home, when I drive home, the van will be at the airport. When I drive back, I'm going to take the... Anyway, it's going to be confusing. It'll be weird I'll do a whole video on having a car and a van as a solo person, and the car is not attached to the van. Some people have like a camper van and a car, but I don't. I have one in one place and one in another place. But it's only a 12-hour drive, and it's easy. It's like the easiest drive to get home. I've done it a million times. I do need to have my tires rotated and checked just to make sure they're okay. But luckily, I can get all that stuff done here in Albuquerque as well. Everything I need is here. So blah, blah, blah. Let me go to the airport right now, and I will see you guys whenever I see you. So at least I did my hair and everything this morning, so I look somewhat presentable. But I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. I'm actually, I'm done with this whole national park trip, and I do want to keep traveling. I do want to keep going, but I think I do need like 2 weeks at home at some point. So I think I am going to eventually drive the van all the way back home. But what I'll do with the car, this is the cool thing, with the car, whenever I have to drive home in the next month or so, the next 6 weeks, when I'm driving back and forth, I'm going to just take a bunch of stuff out the van and just take it home, stuff I don't need. So that way I don't have to do all that when I get home. I'll just be able to get home and put the van in the storage unit. So I'm just going to start doing some housekeeping. I got to really clean all. Nebraska is still in the back of my van. All of Nebraska Dust Bowl from driving 3 months ago is still dusty in the back of my van, so I need to sort that out. But in the meantime, I'm going to go to the airport. Why does this feel like it's a really long drive? It's only like a 15-minute drive, but it feels like it's going on forever. But yeah, I'm not even hungry. My belly's just, blah belly right now. But yeah, bye Albuquerque. I was going to hike yesterday. That's the thing. I was going to go do the Sandia hike, and I'm like, I ended up sitting in the library. Okay, I'm row S. So yeah, so what I'll have to do is like drop the car off when I drive the car back, take the shuttle into the airport, take the shuttle back, and drive out with my camper van. So I got to figure it out. It's fine though. I just tell them I'm just switching the van and car out. I am going to see if there's somewhere in Santa Fe I could park well, here's the thing. I'm going to be able to get the car and the camper van to Santa Fe. So it's only going to be for a few weeks. Or maybe if I can find a flight back instead of having to drive back that next time. Oops, S is down here. I'm going to go back around. Anywhere in S. Does she want me to park in the RV section? I'm not an RV, I'm a van. Oh, look at this. So you got this massive bus. I've seen that guy before. You got this massive bus down there. It's funny, I keep seeing the same people over and over again. So S45, I want to park down further. It's just easier. And I don't have the bikes on the back, so this will be fine. I think someone messed with my bike last time. There's airport parking. I need a few minutes to get my bag together. So yeah, so let me park. I'm not going to plug anything in. So I'm just going to park and back up here. That should be fine. I should pull through. That might be easier. Okay, so let's just put my ticket on there. Let me back in. I mean, I have a backup camera now, but I would like to be able to see what's behind me. Where should I park? I'm just gonna park S20. I should just park here. All right, I'm at the airport. I gotta find TSA check-in. I don't have to, well, I want to print out because I want to see if I was first to check in on the flight again. Anyway, but look, see, I'm number 1. The sequence number means that I was the first to check in on the flight. This is a cool airport. So you've got the military over there. They've got a bunch of flags. I don't know if they're doing a ceremony. You've got you have service dogs that, like, for people that are anxious about flying. So these are just pets that kind of hang out, and you can you can pet the dog if you're anxious about getting on a plane, which I think is a great idea. And then we have a Mr. Michael Hamill and another guy, I don't know, maybe one's Michael, one's Hamill, I don't know. But anyway, so they're gonna play guitar. That's cool. Nice little airport, nice floors. So, all right, so let me figure out what I'm doing, which is nothing right now. I got like 5 hours till my flight. I don't really pet dogs, but you could if you want. Okay, I'm through TSA. That took 8 seconds. So, not like Atlanta, that took an hour. So they have the balloon festival this weekend. I don't know why Smokey the Bear is on a hot air balloon. It's kind of like, all it is fire. He's like, don't set forest fires, but I'm gonna use one to get myself up in the air in a balloon. Yeah, I'm not gonna see it this year. I think it's gonna be over when I come back. Yeah, and it's not, I mean, it's in Albuquerque, but it's not close to the, I don't think it's too close to the airport. I don't know. I know nothing about it. I've never seen it. So it'll be nice though if I could have just park at the Cracker Barrel and watch it. So yeah, so all the t-shirts of the balloon festival. All right, it's hot in here. That's a cute t-shirt. I don't need any more t-shirts. These are cute. It's like, that's what I have in my van. I have these like New Mexico, I'll get out on the way back. I have these New Mexico placemats because they're just, you know, my happy place. So, all right, let me keep going and go find a restroom. And yeah, this is what we got rerouted when I had to go back to Denver. I came back through here like 3 months ago. Too early. I wasn't meant to be back here this soon. But I am in A7, so I'm just gonna go sit. And then, yeah, exactly 16 hours before I'll be home. 16 hours for a 3-hour flight. This is ridiculous. But I gotta go from Albuquerque to Vegas, which is the wrong direction, turn around and go down to Houston. So if there was a way I could do the Utah leg of the trip and then fly in and out of Vegas, that would be fantastic. Because that's easy. That flight happens every day, multiple times a day. So the balloon festival lasts a week, so I will get to see it when I come back. So maybe that's what I'll do, is just spend a whole week watching balloons. I was like, well, how do they fly the planes in? They just kind of dodge and hope for the best. You know, it's like the planes are like, okay, we got a little bit of turbulence and obstacles coming in. So this was all under construction earlier. I guess this is the new part. I don't want to sit in the sun. I need a plug. There's plugs on the side of the chair. I'm going to go to a different lounge then and go over here. Is there a plug here? No, those are being used. There's a plug over here. I guess I could move the chairs over. It's like all brand new, and I don't know which plugs are working right now either. So this is fine. I've got 4 hours. I just don't want to sit in the sun. Yeah, you can see all the balloons. All the balloons. Where's more balloons? Down here. That's pretty cool. It'll be pretty cool to see. All right, that was like a 3-hour delay. I'm finally in Vegas again. And we got out on A7, which is the gate that I usually sleep in overnight. Not sleeping there tonight, leaving at 11 p.m. hopefully. So I'm just gonna go over to the sea terminal where the food's at, where there's better Wi-Fi, and I can sit in the southwest gates where it's a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, that was fine. It was only a 1 hour flight after all that. We had to sit for an hour on the tarmac, but there's a good group around me. There's another family with 2 little girls trying to go to a wedding in Oregon. They have to be there by noon tomorrow, like ready for the ceremony. So I hope they make it. They should be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna head over to Sea Terminal or the Sea Gate. And there we go. So, yay, back in Vegas again. I haven't been here in a couple months, I think, or a couple weeks. Yeah, I think since I flew through Denver. That's when the last time I was here. Oh, it's nice and warm. Okay, everything starts closing down about 10 p.m. I need to use restroom. I need to get a pretzel. That's what I want to do. And then I need to upload my video and then actually finish uploading the first one and then upload the second video that I just finished and then start working on the next video. So I'm already now in Florida on my videos, which is great. So today is October 6th and Florida was 3 weeks ago. So it was the beginning of this leg of the trip. So I'm finally on the, caught up on the right legs. But yeah, I still have a lot of GoPro videos, like Dry Tortugas is going to be pretty, tough to edit. But I think it should be fine. Okay, let me go get food. Well, this is nice. They finished all the construction. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I leave for 3 weeks, or actually it's been 2 months, I think, almost, since I flew through Vegas. So, all right, let's go to get some pretzels. I keep thinking that I'm missing apocalypses. There's like nobody. And so I'm now walking back to the A gate. Yeah, going back to the A gate to go park up for my flight, which leaves in hopefully an hour and a half. It's like 9:30. So nothing's really open. I'm not even hungry. I'm just tired. I have a meeting at 10:30 when I get home in the morning. So I get in about 4 a.m., 5 a.m., home by 6 a.m., sleep for 3 hours, go to my meeting right by my house, and and then sleep the rest of the day. I got 6 videos done between yesterday and today. So now I'm gonna go do more videos when I get home. Then I have to sleep super early on Sunday night and get back up at 2 a.m. to come back here again. So hopefully the winds have died down. Flights are leaving, so that's good. All right, I want a cup of tea. Hopefully Starbucks is open. Oh my God, it is 5 a.m. I'm the only person out here about to get run over by freaking car that's not even stopping. Oh my God. All right, no one out here. First one off the plane. I want to go home. Okay, Uber will be here in 1 minute. Good morning. Ooh, I'm so scary. It's Halloween. Actually, it's not. It's only like the 7th of October or something. It is 3:30 in the morning, which is the same price as is on the Shell station over there. $3.39. It is $3.28 right now. Again, it's like that, what is it? The sports guy that was forced to cover like a snowstorm or something at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And, he's like the evening sports guy. And he's like, he was like being real sarcastic. He goes, just to let you know, I didn't know that there was a 5 o'clock also in the morning. It's like, me neither. So I am going right now to the airport and there's a green light. So I'm flying out, but I'm driving my own car instead of taking an Uber because I'm only going to be gone for like 5 days, and I come back on Saturday. So it's cheaper. It's only $40 for the 5-6 days to park my car, whereas the Uber would be $40 or $50. So that one time it cost me $80 to get home. I don't know why it was so expensive. It was like 8 o'clock at night. I think it was like a Texans game on or something. But yeah, so it's real nice, like when you drive in the city in the middle of the night here, because it's all like bright and lit up, and quiet, and there's no traffic. So we generally don't get traffic. There's a little bit going into downtown, but other than that, it's pretty tame. So yes, I'm just gonna drive the 22 minutes up to the airport. So even though I live all the way down in downtown, or like in the center of Houston, I'm still, only between 25 and 45 minutes away from the airport, which is great. So yeah, Crescent Moon. It's about 62 degrees finally. I mean, there were some mornings I left for the airport this year in the summer where it was like 100 degrees at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Houston, we have a problem. So anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna go. I've got to fly back to Albuquerque, and then I have a balloon festival ticket. So I don't really know how it works. It's $15 for general admission any day, like morning or afternoon session. So I think I'll go in the morning tomorrow, and then I'll go hike Sandia Peak, and then I'll go up and get my bikes, or something. I don't know, I'll figure out what to do. But I think I'll go tomorrow to the festival, just to go take a look. Maybe I'll go get my bikes first. Or, yeah, I want to do the tram. I want to go hike up and hike down. It's about 3-4 hours, and then it's another hour drive back up to Santa Fe. But the bike shop closes, I think, at 6 p.m. So as long as I get my bikes before the end of the day, that's fine. So I'll give them a call today. It's a holiday today, but I'll give them a call and see if the bikes are ready. If they're not ready, I'll just hang out in Albuquerque and then go get them on Wednesday. But they should be done. I told them, you must have them done by this time. Anyway, so yeah, just moseying on through, 20 miles to the airport. Should be an easy flight. I've got a 7-hour layover in Vegas again, but I'm gonna go hang out with my friend for a bit, so that'll be nice. So finally leave the airport. I generally don't, but today's a holiday, so everybody's off work supposedly. That's why probably there's no traffic this morning. It's also 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna sleep on the plane. I got 3-hour flight to Vegas, and then an hour flight to 3-hour flight to Vegas and an hour flight to Albuquerque, with 7 hours in between. So just the usual. But I'm tired now. Like, being home this weekend with Harriet, I'm like, I really just want to be home for a bit. I got to sort my apartment out. I've got so much stuff to sell and sort out and get rid of. And then I had a leak coming out of the washing machine, or the dishwasher I've never used. So I was like, what is leaking on the floor? And I had a flooded house years ago. My whole apartment flooded and like washed away in a hurricane. So I'm really kind of like traumatized by like flooded water. So I put a bunch of towels down, and I think I'll call the maintenance guy to come by. Everything's closed today, so I'll have to call him tomorrow to come by and just take a look at the sink. Because the little trash compactor thing, like the in America, so if you don't know, in England we don't really have these, but in America usually you have 2 sinks, and one sink has a thing that will like mince up any of your like food and stuff that you throw down the sink, and then it's like a trash compactor thing. I don't know what it's called. There's a name for it. I'll put it on the screen, whatever it's called. But so we don't have those in England, but in America we do, and that button's not working. And also in Texas, if you have a dishwasher, you have to have a button, a socket and a button for it to work. So you have to be able to turn it on and off. So I don't. Where am I going? On the 45? Oh. So I don't know why it's broken all of a sudden. It's been that way for a few weeks, but I don't ever use a dishwasher. I didn't even know I had a dishwasher until Harriet looked behind the cabinet, and lo and behold, I have a dishwasher. So I don't think I've ever used one in my entire life. So yeah, I don't know. Am I going? Oh, which way am I going? The 59? Okay. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. So I just get the maintenance to come by and try to fix it. In the meantime, I'm going to go away for 4 days. But yeah, when I fly back, because I have an event on Saturday at my daughter's school, so I had to fly back for that this coming weekend. And then after that, I've got to drive this car all the way back to Albuquerque. And then the plan was so I could also just stay in Houston for 2 weeks and then fly back. No, that's not going to work. Because the 13th of October I come back, and then I have to leave on the 15th, because the event's on the 14th, it's their like back to school party. The 15th I drive back, because my next flight is from Houston. No, my next flight is from Albuquerque. How am I going to do this? I got to figure it out, but I think my next flight is on the 23rd. Or something, I don't know, but I'm driving back and forth for a few weeks, and then I'm flying back. I'll fly back on the 6th, the day before my birthday. Okay, so I've got no outgoing flights from Houston until the 6th of November. In the meantime, I'm driving back and forth, so I have to drive back anyway. I can't, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'll look at the calendar. It's too early for me because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But that's kind of the plan. So it'll be interesting having both a car and a van. So I've got to kind of do the switcheroo by dropping the car off when I drive back to Albuquerque next weekend. Drop the car off, and then unless I can get a flight. If I can get a flight, it'll be great. I'll just fly out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. Alright, I'm in the terminal. Get some exercise. We'll take the stairs. Nobody is here in arrivals, so oh my god. Yeah, it was nice. I was talking to the driver of the van. He was telling me about how he's going to Costa Rica for a month, and we're talking about travel. It's good. Okay, up I go. TSA pre-check. Should take a second. I want to print out my boarding pass just so I can see if I was first again. All right, maybe not. That's the regular line. So let me go to TSA pre-check is on the other side. I am so grateful. Look at this line, is ridiculous. I am so grateful that I have TSA pre-check. Let's get my boarding pass anyway. Yeah, so you can see right here, I was first to check in on both flights. So, okay, let's go. Boarding at 6:35 a.m. Okay, that took 10 seconds to get through. I don't know, look kind of good at 4 in the morning. So, all right, let's go get some tea and then go to my gate and work on my computer for a little bit. Got to work on this big project and then get on the plane and sleep for 3 hours. All right, I'm back in Vegas for like the 20th time, so I'm gonna go leave and hang out with a friend for a couple hours and just get out of the airport for like the first time ever coming through here, and then be back in approximately 7.5 hours. I don't want to sit in the airport all day. I'm tired, so yeah, I'll just go out and grab lunch and get some coffee and fresh air. So, okay, all right, I'll see you in a bit. So the tram is broken and all these people are waiting to go to D gates. So I am, sorry, trying to get through. I don't think there's any other, well, you can go out through TSA and come back through and you can get to D gates without having to like actually stay in line. I don't even know how to get out of here. I'm going the wrong way. Okay. So let's go this way. Okay. And there's casinos all over, like casino games all over this entire airport. So we'll go find the restroom. Bank is closed. It's a holiday today, actually. I think it's Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day. All right, I'm back in Albuquerque and there's a balloon fiesta. That's pretty cool. You can like pretend you're in the balloon thing. So I want to do it tomorrow morning and then go see if I can talk to people about adaptive awareness and then head up to Santa Fe and hopefully get my bikes tomorrow. Okay, I'm back at the airport. There's no balloons. I think they go up in the morning. There's Prudence.